ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुषेण तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा. Welcome everyone. We are just waiting for His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. There is some problem with joining.
Today I've sent one group webinar link in group. You can try once.
Hare Krishna.
Today I've sent one link, webinar link in group.
Yeah. Murali Krishna Prabhu, Gaurang Darshan Prabhu has joined?
Yes, Prabhuji, he has joined.
So nice.
But I made as a panelist to Prabhuji, but he has to join as a panelist.
Acha, okay. So he has to click on just join as a panelist.
Yes, he has joined, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So we are very grateful to His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. Is he audible?
Yes.
Okay. I can't see anyone, or I can't see myself also. Okay, I'm here. Okay.
Hare Krishna. So it's a great pleasure to invite His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu for our morning Srimad Bhagavatam reading circle. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu needs absolutely no introduction. I'm just reading few things formally. Prabhuji is a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He is a very famous educator, TEDx speaker, and a spiritual author of over 50 plus books. He holds the Master's MTech degree from IISc Bangalore. He resides at ISKCON GEV and serves as the Dean of the Bhaktivedanta Vidyapeeth. He is also a member of ISKCON Board of Examinations and GEV Administrative Council. Prabhuji regularly delivers online and residential discourses for everyone, including children and adults, at various forums. These forums include temples, ashrams, schools, colleges, corporate events, and many platforms like TEDx, DRDO, Rotary Club, Hindustan Times, and this is a introduction which was written 10 years back. I am reading from Subodhini book, right? He's a regular speaker on Hare Krishna TV. He has conducted over 45 online courses, www.vidyapeeth.in, and over 10,000 plus hours of lectures. He travels to various places in India, Australia, United States, and many other places to reach and inspire spiritual seekers. Some of his literary contributions include the Subodhini series of the study guides. So when we are studying the fourth canto, I'm very extensively using this book, right? When we say this is the section, so all that comes from Bhagavad Subodhini, Canto 4. The Pravaha series of the story books, Bhagavad Pravaha, Prabhuji has given a very wonderful session series on Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Pravaha, which is like around 75 lectures on Srimad Bhagavatam. Self-enrichment books like Disapproved but Not Disowned. Children book series like Bhagavatam Tales and Gita Wisdom Tales. And
Prabhu,
Shloka compilations like Ratnamala series. So Ratnamala series is another very favorite series. He runs a monthly magazine or e-zine called as Bhagavat Pradipika, and while penning the thought-inspiring articles for international and the Indian Back to Godhead magazines. So we can also visit him at GAURANGADARSHAN.com. So it's a great fortune that we have Prabhuji here. I have heard his countless lectures. My wife Parmeshwari, when she conducts Bhagavad Gita series, predominantly we hear from the Gita Pravaha sessions of Prabhuji. So very delighted to hear from him. Prabhuji, you're most welcome. Hare Krishna.
thank you so much, Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhakti Vedanta Swavin Iti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the devotees, the organizers who invited me for this meeting on reading Prabhupada's books. I can't see anybody, but it's okay. I was asked to speak on
Prabhuji,
any.
it's a webinar mode, so
Hare
not
Krishna.
able to see. Yes.
Yeah, I was asked to speak on some many options are given, but I was told Prithu Maharaj's episode is going on here, so let's discuss something about Prithu Maharaj. So Prithu Maharaj is a great example of forgiveness. A Vaishnava is one who has to forgive the offenders. Of course, Vaishnava also has a responsibility to rectify the uh, mentality of common people, rectify the mentality of offenders, if that is within one's scope. If an offense, if an offense is committed to oneself, a Vaishnava has the bandwidth to forgive. Hare Krishna. Yeah, we have seen in the example of Indra. Indra tried to disrupt the sacrifice of Prithu Maharaj. Repeatedly, he was coming in disguise, he was coming in different attires of sannyasi, and he is trying to stop the 100th sacrifice of Prithu Maharaj because of the envy in his heart. He is unable to tolerate the superiority of um, Prithu Maharaj. I am the only person who has the record of conducting 100 sacrifices and have this title of Shatakatu. But how can Prithu Maharaj outsmart me? How can Prithu Maharaj break this record? So with that malice in his heart, Indra came to disrupt Prithu Maharaj's sacrifice, But Prithu is very forgiving. Initially, he was agitated, but when Brahma came and told him, "Hey, Prithu Maharaj, you don't need to conduct this sacrifice. Stop it." Now, instead of stopping Indra, Brahma chose to stop Prithu because Prithu is more mature, more detached. Because Indra is becoming very attached to his throne and to his record, and is not even hesitating to repeatedly disrupt the sacrifice of a Vaishnav. And even if Brahma comes and tells Indra, Indra wouldn't agree. Indra is so stubborn. So, knowing this, Brahma chose to speak to Prithu Maharaj instead of Indra. And that uh, shows how mature Prithu Maharaj is. Because of Prithu Maharaj's maturity, uh, Brahma felt confident that Prithu Maharaj will understand me and he will not uh, say no to me. That confidence Brahma did not have on Indra. And also, it shows that a devotee need not get into these records, uh, establishing big records of I have performed 100 sacrifices, this and that. So that passion one needs to come out of. So Prithu Maharaj showed extreme level of obedience and detachment and maturity. Obedience to a spiritual authority like Brahma, detachment from his own records and material accomplishments, and maturity in understanding the intention of Brahma. What was Brahma's intention? This Indra is coming in the form of so many sannyasis and introducing so many non-bona fide sannyasa orders and attires into the society. And that is misguiding people, because Prithu Maharaj is responsible for the citizens of his kingdom. He thought that stopping this sacrifice will stop Indra from introducing adharmic forms of sannyasa. So let me not do this sacrifice. So stopping Indra requires stopping the sacrifice. Let me stop the sacrifice. Ultimately, I'm doing the sacrifice for the welfare of my citizens. If my citizens are being misguided, what's the point? So that understanding Prithu Maharaj had. So Prithu Maharaj made this sacrifice of sacrificing his plan to perform 100 sacrifice. That impressed the Supreme Lord. His devotion, his detachment, and uh, his forgiveness. Forgiveness will come little later. At this moment, his submissiveness, his devotion, and his detachment and his maturity impressed the Supreme Lord Vishnu, and he descended in Prithu Maharaj's sacrificial arena along with Indra and said, "I'm very pleased with you. Prithu, please forgive Indra." Here is Indra regretting for the mistake he has done. Uh, Now you should excuse him. Then, with absolutely no reservations, Prithu Maharaj, he forgave Indra. Now, forgiving someone who has committed a very grave mistake is not that easy. That to forgiving wholeheartedly is not that easy. Sometimes people may forgive. Externally, they may say, "Oh, it's okay, no problem." But Prithu Maharaj is not just externally saying it's okay. Wholeheartedly, he forgive. Uh, Sometimes, even if we choose not to speak harshly or deal harshly with someone who has offended us, if uh, we have some kind of resentment feeling, some negativity, some grudge towards the person who has offended us, we are not yet up to the mark. If we are still holding that negativity within the heart, we have not fully forgiven. We are not yet up to the mark in exhibiting this Vaishnava quality of forgiveness. Yes, it's difficult, we understand, but we need to also understand Kshamaya rochate Lakshmi Brahmi Shauri Yatha Prabha Kshaminama Subhagavam Stushyate Haririshwaraha. Kshamaya rochate Lakshmi. Brahmanas, they shine very brilliantly with the quality of forgiveness. And Kshaminamasu Bhagavam Stushyate Haririshwaraha. One who does Kshama, one who offers forgiveness to people, Tushyate Haririshwaraha, the Lord Hari, Lord Ishvara, he becomes very satisfied without forgiving quality. And even if you choose to punish an offender, give a feedback to an offender, give a correction to an offender, that has to be done with forgiveness in the heart, not with grudge. You are punishing that person only for his welfare. You have forgiven him internally. You are not holding any resentment, any bitter feelings. But knowing that he requires a punishment for his improvement, you are trying to punish him. You are trying to scold him or whatever. But at heart, a devotee always forgives. Actually speaking, this quality of forgiveness or this word of forgiveness doesn't even exist in the dictionary of a devotee. The reason is a devotee never takes offense only. Where is the question of forgiveness? If the devotee is really mature, it doesn't take any offense. It doesn't even think that, oh, how can I be offended by anyone? I am so fallen. How can someone offend me? That's the mood of a devotee. So in that mood, a devotee doesn't take offense of anyone. So that way, Prithu Maharaj effortlessly forgave Indra. Of course, initially he was a bit agitated, but after hearing Brahma's words, he completely gave up any kind of bitter feelings and he wholeheartedly forgave Indra. Now, the Supreme Lord Vishnu was ready to give any kind of benedictions to Prithu Maharaj. And Prithu Maharaj started offering prayers. What prayers did he offer? What benedictions did he choose? Very beautiful. वरान् विभो त्वद्वरदेश्वराद्बुधा कथं वृणीते गुणविक्रियात्मनां येनारकाणामपि सन्ति देहिनां तानीश कैवल्यपते वृणेन च वरान् विभो त्वद्वरदेश्वराद्बुधा. O Lord, you are Varadeshwara. You are the best of all the bestowers of benedictions. Katham vrinite gunavikriyatmanam. The best of all benedictors is standing in front of me. How can a Buddha, how can an intelligent person, learned person ask for benedictions which are meant for those who are bewildered by the material modes? Guna Vikriyatmana. Guna Vikriyatmana means one who has sold out one's Atma to Gunas, or one who kept oneself under the influence of the three Gunas. Right? Guna Vikriyatmana. Some benedictions are meant for such Guna Vikriyatmana, those who are bewildered by modes. What benedictions? Sense enjoyment, high grade facilities for material sense gratification. That these are the benedictions meant for them. A learned person will never ask for it. Because such benedictions are available even for those who are living in hellish conditions. Because the conditioned soul has four things: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Right? In these four activities only he finds great pleasure. Right? Most of the conditioned souls in the entire material creation, their activities or aspirations are centered on eating, sleeping, mating, defending. I want to eat nicely, I want to sleep nicely, and I want to have sense gratification or produce children, whatever, very nicely. And I have to defend myself. I have to protect myself with a home or a defense forces or whatever. That's all. And even animals do the four things. Human beings also do the same four things. Even the others in the Swargalok also, they are more into these four things, right? They are conditioned souls. Of course, some devatas are pure devotees also, but any conditioned soul, his aspirations are centered on these activities, and only the extent to which one does these four things or the flavor of these four things keep changing. Even in hell also, people want this kind of comforts only: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Tanisha kaivalyapate vrinene cha. O Lord, although you can give any kind of benedictions, I will not ask for any sense gratificatory benedictions from you, centered on eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And you are Kaivalyapati. You are the master of liberation. Still, I will not ask you for liberation. Okay, then what will you ask for? Nakama yenath tadapyaham kvachinna yatra yushmat charanam bujasava महत्तमान्तर्हृदयान्मुखच्युतो विधत्स्वकर्णायुतवेषमेवरः न कामयेनाथ तदप्यहं कुचिन्. Oh Lord, I don't want benedictions like this, entering Svargaloka or liberation, etc. I never ask for such benedictions. Because na yatra yushmat charanambuja savaha. In those benedictions, there is no sweet nectar of nectarian beverage of your lotus feet. Charana ambuja asavaha. Asava is beverage, a liquid, a sweet nectarian liquid. Na yatra yushmat charanambuja savaha. In such petty material benedictions, there is no excitement. So mahattamantar hridayan mukhachyuto avidhatsvakaranaayutameshamevaraha. Please give me at least 1,000,000 years to glorify you, to hear your glories. Mahattamantar hridayan mukhachyuto. Mahattama means great devotees. Antar hridaya, from the bottom of their hearts, they glorify Krishna. Mukhachyuto, their eagerness, their love for Krishna is coming from their mukha, from their mouths. And vidhatsva karnayutameshamevaraha. I want billions of years to hear those glories emanating from the mouths of pure devotees. I don't want anything else. This is the benediction he wanted. Prithu Maharaj is teaching us the worthiest aspiration. What is the worthiest aspiration? An opportunity to hear Krishna Katha in the association of devotees. Nothing else. And what is the power of hearing? Why should someone take so much of effort to hear Krishna Katha from others, from devotees? Because that uplifts our consciousness. Sa uttama shlokamahan mukhachyuto bhavatpadam bhoja sudha karnanilaihi smritim punarvismrita tattva vartmanam kuyoginam no vitaratya lambaraihi. Sa uttama shlokamahan mukhachyuto. And Uttama Shloka, your devotees are speaking from their mukha, from their mouth. Chuta means something is emanating. What is emanating? The saffron dust particles from Krishna's lotus feet. Bhavat padam bhoja sudhakananila. Bhavat means your, oh Lord, your pada, feet, ambhoja, lotus. Means Bhavat padam bhoja means your lotus feet are always present in the hearts of the devotees. And because these devotees want to glorify you, whenever they open their mouth, Sudha Kananila. Sudha means nectar, the nectarian saffron dust from your lotus feet, it will come out of the mouths of these great devotees when they are speaking Harikatha, Krishna Katha. Then Smritim Punar Vismrita Tattva Vartmanam, and that will revive the Smriti. That hearing will revive our remembrance of our eternal relationship with Krishna. So when we hear Krishna Katha from devotees, that will revive our remembrance of our lost connection with Krishna. So we need to hear Krishna Katha. So that hearing is the basis for other spiritual activities. By hearing, we get inspiration to do kirtan. Shravanam will inspire us to do kirtana. And Shravanam will ultimately lead us to Smaranam. And he also says, Yashah Shivam Sushrava Arya Sangame Yadrichaya Chopashrunoti Te Sakrit Katham Gunagno Viramed Vinapashum Shriryat Pravarve Gunasangrahichaya. Yashah Shivam Sushrava Arya Sangame. Yashaha means the Lord's great glory. Shivam means it causes great auspiciousness. Sushrava, when we hear, sincerely hear the auspicious glories of the Lord in Arya Sangame, in the association of devotees, what happens? Yadrichaya chopa shraneti te sakrit. And that process of hearing in the association of devotees, even once, sakrit means even once if we hear, we cannot give up such association, right? So idrichaya, even accidentally, upasrunoti, when we hear Krishna Katha, te sakrit, even once in the association of devotees, we will not give up that association. We'll be attached to that association. We'll be attached to that glorification. Gunagno viramed. Katham gunagno viramed vinapashum. How can anyone give up such association unless he's an animal? Vinapashum. Pashu is an animal. Shriryat pravarve gunasangrahechaya. Even Lakshmi Devi also desires to hear the unlimited glories and qualities of the Supreme Lord Krishna. If Lakshmi Devi is eager to hear, Shiva is eager to hear, Brahma is eager to hear, Narada Muni is eager to hear. It is Narada Muni who inspired Vyasadeva to write Bhagavatam. Then Vyasadeva wrote Bhagavatam and taught Bhagavatam to Sukadeva Goswami. And when Sukadeva Goswami is speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, Narada Muni is sitting and hearing. You see. Narada Muni never felt that I am the one who inspired the teacher of Sukadeva Goswami. Why should I hear the class of Sukadeva Goswami? He was never feeling like that. Although Narada Muni is the Paramaguru of Sukadeva Goswami and Vyasadeva is Guru and father of Sukadeva Goswami, still they both are sitting in Sukadeva Goswami's class and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam as if they are hearing for the first time. This is the potency of Krishna Katha. This Krishna Katha can attract the hearts of even the most advanced and self-realized souls, including Narada Muni, Vyasa Muni, and Sukadeva Goswami. And Prithu Maharaj is aspiring to hear Krishna Katha in the association of devotees, and he wants millions of years to be able to hear. I want millions of years. So let us take this lesson from Prithu Maharaj and try to cultivate detachment, try to cultivate forgiveness, try to cultivate maturity in understanding the situation and not just being self-centered. Let us also try to cultivate eagerness to hear Krishna Katha. All these are various facets of Prithu Maharaj's personality. He is very mature, he has great maturity, great devotion, ability to forgive an offender, and also has great eagerness to hear Krishna Katha, knowing that Krishna Katha is the ultimate source of spiritual bliss. Everything else is temporary. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
Prabhuji, thank you so much. Very nectarian charitra of Prithu Maharaj. Now, I want to open for question answer, but I don't know how much time you have. But I have one question. One of the the extensive falashruti that we hear in Srimad Bhagavatam is Prithu Maharaj's falashruti. So I have two questions here. One thing is, how much falashruti is to be taken verbatim? And when we take like that, does it become sakama bhakti?
I didn't fully get it, bro. It's not very clear.
So when we hear falashruti of Prithu Maharaj Charitra, there is a description that how one attains the abode of Prithu, Brahmana becomes most learned, Kshatriya becomes leader in the world, then poor man becomes rich. So there is an extensive shlokas, almost like 10 shlokas describing the 23rd chapter 31 to 39, falashruti. So how much this to be taken literally, and when we take it literally, this becomes sakama.
See, Prabhu, when we are going through the falashrutis, there are some falashrutis that are apparently giving us some material results for our spiritual activities. So we need not take them seriously. Whichever falashrutis are highlighting
So you are not audible.
Prabhuji is on mute.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. So, such falashrutis promising material benedictions are there in Srimad Bhagavatam primarily to attract common people who are not yet ready for pure devotional service. So, we need to understand that such falashrutis are not meant for practitioners of pure bhakti, and some people who have some interest in such benedictions, they may come to bhakti, they may perform bhakti with for those results, but by performing bhakti, their sakama tendencies are removed. But performing bhakti, such tendencies are completely destroyed. So that is the power of bhakti. So bhakti will destroy all kinds of sakama tendencies. But to attract someone, you may present some incentives. They're attracted to incentives and they come to bhakti. And by practicing a bhakti, those material desires are removed. Okay.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I don't know how much Prabhuji has time. Any other question? Quick one or two?
Okay, Prabhu, we'll conclude here. Thank you. No more questions here.
Hare Krishna. So we deeply thank His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu for extensively, just a couple of minutes, I'll try to summarize whatever I could capture. Teachings of Prithu Maharaj, ability and willingness to forgive, especially offenses of Shatakrutu, who was performing his own 100 and wanted nobody to reach that benchmark. And as soon as Lord Brahma instructed Maharaj Prithu, he instructed Maharaj Prithu because he was more mature and he could have the confidence in Maharaj Prithu more than Indra. And he also explained that how devotees are not after records and material accomplishment, but they are more towards the obedience towards the superiors like Lord Brahma. So not only Prithu Maharaj forgave, he very wholeheartedly and effortlessly forgave Indra. And that reflects that how he later is embracing Indra. And then Prabhuji described the beautiful prayers of Maharaj Prithu, that how these prayers, this is the 20th chapter, section 23 to 31, and then we discuss Parashruti. So very grateful, Prabhuji. Please bless us that we will continue to study Srimad Bhagavatam. And your book is very, very helpful. I mean, it is giving really entrance in Srimad Bhagavatam in whatever simple way that we can.
Thank
So
you.
we thank His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu by 3 times loudly chanting Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol. Being such a busy personality, he will be on Australia yatra for next 2 months. But maybe once in a year, if we can have his association like this, we will be extremely grateful. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.